Yo, what is up guys, it's Pedro here, and in today's video I will be talking about the Washington Commanders signing undrafted free agent quarterback out of Fordham, Demorat, and if he could possibly make the roster as the third string quarterback or a practice squad guy. They also have another quarterback, Brice, who's coming in for a mini camp invite. He's coming to the Commanders, also to the Falcons. We'll talk about that as well. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content. Takes 1 second. Also check out Manta Sleep, the best sleep masks in the business. Link in the description. So the Washington Commanders have finalized most of their undrafted free agent signings. There were 12 of them, and I will make a separate video going over all those guys, kind of just a little bit of information on all those guys. But today, just want to go over the quarterbacks, and also, I guess, to make it a little bit longer for you guys, we'll go over the new numbers for the Commanders players as well. So stay tuned for that. But let's talk about Demorat, undrafted free agent quarterback out of Fordham, who the Commanders signed today, this morning. 2022 stats are absolutely insane. 4,900 yards and 56 touchdowns. I don't care what level you're playing at. That is amazing to see right there. And obviously it was a lower level than, these great D1 programs, but still, I mean, those are good stats for sure. And, most of these sites didn't have scouting reports on him or the other quarterback that we're going to talk about, Brice. But Dane Brugler, shout out to him, does a lot of great work with The Athletic and has like over 300 grades. So he had a little bit of, or not grades, but just a draft report on the guy and some information. He says Demorat must develop his eye discipline to be a consistent small window thrower in the NFL, but he's a functional athlete with the arm and intangibles to be a developmental option. So that's the key right there, developmental option, and not to be a backup. He's competing to be a third string guy, and the third string options for the Commanders aren't great. It's him, Jake Fromm, and maybe Brice, who is mulling his options right now if he wants to play for the Commanders or the Falcons. It's not good. If you're going to your third string quarterback anyways, it's not a very good option for sure. You're not in a good situation, but we've had to go to our third string quarterback, I think, every year since Ron Rivera's been here. I mean, 2020 for sure had to go to third stringer. And, Alex Smith and other guys, Heineke even played. You went to your fourth stringer. The next year, you had to play Garrett Gilbert at one point. And this past year, you played Sam Howell, who opened as your third stringer. So, most teams, don't have to go to their third stringer at all. Almost never. Maybe once in every, 7 years, 5 years. With us, it's every year, but hopefully not this year because our third string options are not great. When in the past they've been at least okay. We'll see though. Who knows how Demorat's going to play Brice and then Jake Fromm, who has started games but hasn't played great. But that's besides the point. So that's kind of the information on Demorat. Solid, okay athlete, amazing stats, and we're really just going to have to wait and see how he plays. He did sign with the Commanders, and we'll have a spot in mini camp, and we'll see how long he lasts. I mean, I'm assuming he's going to play all of the offseason, maybe get some, he'll get some attempts in preseason. I believe, what's the guy's name? Cole Kelly, the Commander signed last year, 6'7" out of small program as well. He didn't make it to preseason, so we'll see with Demorat, Brice, what happens there. But the Commanders also had more quarterback options last year, so that's part of the reason why they let go of him. But I want Sam Howell. I know he's going to be the starter, or more likely than not going to be the starter, but I want to see him get as many snaps as possible in the preseason. It doesn't have to be starting the whole game, but Jacoby Brissett, he's a veteran, and yes, it's a new offense for him, but I don't need Jacoby Brissett to play really more than we're playing 3 preseason games, so give him a half of total gameplay, maybe 3/4. I want Howell for the first game to play the whole half, then give Jacoby Brissett a quarter, maybe even a half, because it is great to get these guys snaps right here, but again, I rather give those snaps to Howell, who's learning a new offense, and then also give the snaps to Jacoby Brissett, who's also learning an offense, but you don't need as many snaps to him. So give limited snaps to these guys, even though they obviously need it, but they might not play, so it's not as important. But that's the information on Demorat. Brice, he is committed to the Falcons and Commanders rookie minicamps per source. A couple NFL teams are getting a closer look at Brice, who finished his college career with 9,500 passing yards and 73 Touchdown passes, you guys can see some of his stats right here. He's 6'3", 235 pounds. He did play at a higher level, or the competition was much higher than what's his name, Tim Demorat. But the stats weren't as good, but that is to be expected. We're not looking at Mitchell Tinsley anymore. So you look at his stats, has played 5 years, so he's definitely experienced. And first couple years didn't play much, didn't play well, or played okay, I guess. And then 2020 did not have a great season. Then 2021 and 2022 played pretty solid, and 27 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 27 and 6. Pass rating was high. Completion percentage was over 62, which you like to see for sure. Running the football, not sure. Let's go and look at that real quick. Able to give a little bit more information on Chase Brice just because he played at a more prestigious program, and actually played. I didn't know this. I mean, I did know he played at Clemson, but played at Clemson for 2 years, then Duke, then Appalachian State, and yeah, that's interesting right there. So you see his numbers at Clemson, but real quick, word from a sponsor. Also, guys, huge shout out to Manta Sleep for sponsoring this video. Once again, they're a sleep mask company that makes amazing sleep masks, a bunch of different types, some that can change the temperature so you can sleep at the temperature that you desire. Also, some with sound systems and speakers so you can listen to what you want when you're going to bed, and something to wake you up. And I've been using one for the last couple weeks, and it's been really helpful for me, and I've gotten some great sleep. So make sure you guys check them out and use code HTTC for 10% off. So yeah, played for Clemson, first 2 years in Duke, and rushing wise, not a big rushing threat, at all. About 100 yards per year, and I mean over 70 attempts, so average 1.6 yards attempts, a lot of QB sneaks, 4 touchdowns, longest attempt was 14. And again, the kneeling makes it a little bit lower, but that's with every quarterback. So he's not much of a running threat. He's a bigger guy, again, 6'3", 235 pounds, and yeah, we'll see first if he picks the Commanders, and then if he does, we'll see if he even makes the roster. So a lot to kind of wait on there. And then let's see. I wanted to, I guess we'll just open a new tweet just to show you guys the numbers on the new Commanders players, just so you guys can see that. Emmanuel Forbes is wearing his same college number, 13, which, is solid. It's not amazing. I would like to see, I like the single-digit cornerback numbers. I really do. So I would have liked to see him wear one of those. I'm trying to think of who wears one. Jahan Dotson, I guess, wears one. No one's wearing 0, but I don't know if that would look good on him. But still, 13 solid. Jartavius Martin, 20. That's solid. I believe that was by McCain's number. Not bad. Again, that 0 number is still there for someone to use. Would not have mind Jartavius Martin or Quan Martin wearing that. And yeah, he likes to be referred as Quan instead of Jartavius, so I gotta just keep that in mind. Ricky Stromberg, 53, solid number, prestigious number in Redskins history. Let's see, Braden Daniels, number 79, going to be a tackle. They're going to try him out at tackle first and then see how he plays. If not, they'll move him to guard. 79, don't hate that number at all. Let's see, KJ Henry, 55, solid number, edge rusher, kind of a edge rusher / outside linebacker, but for us, he's going to be playing edge rusher and could put a little bit more weight on, but like that number for him. Then you got Chris Rodriguez, number 23, and yeah, he's going to be that, bruising running back the Commanders want. That's the identity have in Brian Robinson, who's a bruiser, and then Gibson can lower the shoulder too, so they got 3 bruiser running backs, with Gibson a little bit more elusive at times, but he still hasn't shown it as much as a running back. I think he can really show it as a pass catching back, can show that explosiveness. Next number, Andre Jones, I believe, 48. He's going to be an edge rusher, so kind of makes sense, but that could be a linebacker number as well. So those are I believe those are all the numbers right there. Nothing too special, but I like Emmanuel Forbes. That's a solid number, and then Jartavius Martin as well. So I think we're going to wrap it up there. We'll have a full breakdown of all the undrafted free agents maybe later today, and then after that this week I'll probably have a video recapping the draft, kind of, I don't know if I'll give a grade. Maybe I'll give like a grade range, because it's weird to grade it right after because everyone has different opinions. And yeah, I'll go over the class and what my thoughts are. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace, guys.